Do you smell that? It smells like dirty neurons. Did you forget to take out your neuronal trash again? Okay, haha, real funny. But just entertain me for a minute and imagine if you didn't take out your garbage for a few days. Or a few weeks. It'd get ugly fast. Pizza boxes stacked to the ceiling, weird smells that could either be leftover Thai food or a new form of sentient life, and soon, a tough time simply getting around. Now picture that happening inside your brain, leaving your neurons, those precious, rarely renewed brain cells that make you, trying to operate in a load of dysfunctional, well, new research is suggesting that exact scenario may be playing out, specifically with their oh-so-critical energy-producing mitochondria as we speak. And fixing it could be the difference between you remembering your grandkids' names in your 80s, or claiming the crown as top senile family member. Here's what you need to know. Let's go. Yo. What is up? Welcome back to another week of How to Health. My name is Kevin. I run liftandbalance.com, where we take aim at all things health and longevity and do it in an odd, weird, interesting, and highly sarcastic way. So, let me start by reminding you that neurons are the special little snowflakes of the body. Because unlike your skin cells, which turn over faster than Marvel reboots Spider-Man, or your gut cells, which replace themselves every few days like they're running a cellular Airbnb, neurons are more like that friend who's still using a iPhone 6. They're slow at best when it comes to renewal. Not to say you can't stimulate growth of new ones, like we cover here. But for the most part, you are basically stuck with the same neurons from birth, which, as you can imagine, makes their maintenance absolutely critical. And that's where one of our fan favorite topics, mitophagy, comes into the picture. This is your cell's way of taking out the trash, specifically broken down, inflammatory, leaky energy factories, mitochondria. And we know from all the other videos across the fully loaded Mitochondria 101 playlist, weak, leaky, inefficient mitochondria are the prerequisite for all things trouble. One of the main reasons being their direct involvement in driving longevity liability numero uno, the thing associated with every single disease state in the book. Chronic inflammation, which just so happens to be prevented by proper mitophagy function, or the programmed cellular recycling of mitochondria, a process which you would correctly assume to be even more important in the most mitochondria-dense and energy-demanding cells in the body, aka neurons. And a backdrop which makes this new study out of Duke University, implying that our neurons kinda suck at taking out their own trash, comically bad. Like hitting reply all to company-wide emails. Bad. Let's check it out. The researchers wanted to see how neurons functioned when their mitochondria were mildly, yet chronically stressed. A study design that goes against the norm of most relatable studies, which usually utilize abrupt acute stressors for these types of experiments. Looking to see if the same assumptions, for example, a swift mitophagy response observed in other cell types, holds up. And what they found was, well, a little concerning. To test this, they used rat hippocampal neurons, or neurons from the memory region of the brain, subjecting them to a mild physiological relevant oxidative stress that triggers mitophagy without the use of harsh chemical stressors. Translation: they basically created the cellular equivalent to working retail on Black Friday. And initially, these neurons responded how they expected, by marking their damaged mitochondria for disposal using a protein called OPTN. And you could think of OPTN like those fragile stickers you put on packages, except they say, "Garbage, please remove," instead. And it's here, at this point, the smelly surprises began. The study found that these neurons displayed a massive bottleneck at the autophagosome formation stage. And to give you some much needed context, in normal cells, autophagosomes, or the cell's garbage trucks, quickly swoop in and engulf damaged mitochondria, dismantling them before they can leak damaging free radicals. But in these neurons, the garbage truck showed up late, worked slowly, and sometimes just didn't pick up the trash at all, with the researchers surprisingly finding that this process takes significantly longer in neurons compared to other cell types. We're talking the difference between same-day Amazon delivery and waiting 6 to 8 weeks for that random thing you ordered without knowing it's being drop-shipped from across the world. With research tracking this using long-term pulse chase assays and finding that neuronal mitophagy proceeds on a markedly slower timescale than pretty much any other cell in your body. We're talking roughly 10 to 20 times longer. And get this, when they used nutrient deprivation to try and kick the autophagosome production into high gear, suddenly the neurons got way better at taking out their trash. Kinda like when your mom or wife threaten to throw away your Xbox if you don't clean up. Suddenly, the motivation finds you. And if you're wondering why exactly, it's likely because nutrient deprivation signals a state of emergency in cells, specifically an energy deficit, so it rapidly ramps up autophagosome formation to recycle parts for energy. And they observed that this stimuli induced a massive influx of new garbage trucks and completely revived mitophagy efficiency in these neurons. We're talking a roughly 3-fold acceleration in mice. By the way, pretty interesting. I know. And at this point, you may be thinking, okay, cool, but why should I care about the speed of neuron garbage disposal? I mean, is it actually going to change anything if it's cleaned up in 24 hours compared to 72? Well, long answer short, probably. Because this slow cleanup might explain why neurons are so vulnerable to cognitive impairment and the diseases of neurodegeneration over time. As when your brain cells can't efficiently remove their cellular waste or stop one of the root causes of inflammation, dysfunction builds up and compounds like interest in the morbidity bank. And eventually, something's gotta give. Oftentimes, over time, being the neuron itself. And the only way you generate new neurons is by doing things that would have protected your existing neurons in the first place. Biological irony at its finest. So, with that, let's talk about 5 of the top scientifically backed ways to ramp up your cellular garbage disposal and create an environment for optimal neuronal function for longer. Starting with, since it was mentioned in the study, a fasting protocol. Remember how nutrient deprivation kicked those lazy autophagosomes into gear? That's exactly what performing an extended 16+ hour overnight fast each night can help supercharge, as intermittent fasting has been shown to increase autophagosome formation and overall autophagic flux, aka regular garbage pickup, especially in those slacking neurons. One of the reasons why we have 80+ videos in the Fasting for Longevity playlist. Next, we have badonkadonking, aka exercise, of which endurance exercise is one of the biggest triggers for mitochondrial turnover, with the famous Zone 2 cardio, which is a steady, moderate pace where you can still hold a conversation, being a great sweet spot for strengthening healthy mitochondria while exposing the weak, damaged ones that can't keep up, helping them get tagged by our boy OPTN, identified for recycling and making room for fresh, highly efficient mitochondria to be synthesized. So aim for 2 to 3 hours of Zone 2 per week with a few sessions of muscle building resistance training, and your brain will thank you. Then we have heat and cold exposure. Cold showers, ice baths, saunas, talking in front of a crowded room, that kind of stuff. Because brief, intense temperature stress activates heat and cold shock proteins, which, just like nutrient deprivation, triggers or tricks your body into a survival response, forcing cells to accelerate clearing out the weak links by ramping up their internal recycling processes, with the added benefit of you getting to post it on Instagram and get that longevity clout. Next, we have an antioxidant-rich real food diet. Remember that mild yet prolonged stress that researchers used to damage mitochondria in the study? They created that by removing antioxidants, using an antioxidant-free medium which let oxidative stress run wild. So, we want to do the exact opposite in our real life. Knowing that our brain uses around 20% of our body's oxygen, thus making it highly susceptible to oxidative rust. So, to balance that, it's a good plan to fill your system with dark, colorful fruits, veggies, beans, teas, coffee, and spices, which give your neurons the biochemical shield they need so they produce less trash in the first place. And the polyphenols, flavonoids, and polyamines, which increase autophagosome formation, enhance autophagic flux, and in many cases promote mitophagy. Pretty good deal, I know. Lastly, we have the very best brain cleaning tool there is: sleep. Specifically, circadian aligned deep sleep. If you know, you know. And if you don't, during deep sleep, your brain activates a full-fledged pressure wash of cerebral spinal fluid which circulates through your neuronal tissue, washing away neurotoxic waste and preventing the neuron-killing issues that come with excess cellular garbage accumulation. Oh, and high-quality Z's have also been linked to healthy autophagic flux and mitophagy in the brain. So, if you're not prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of circadian aligned quality sleep, like we talk about here, garbage day is gonna get delayed. The beautiful irony in all this being, most of these strategies not only help clean up your cellular garbage, but also reduce the amount of garbage created in the first place. It's like simultaneously hiring a better cleaning service and not being as much of a slob. It may defeat the point, but damn, is that kitchen gonna be clean. And there you have it. As advanced and important as they are, your neurons are basically running on Windows 95 garbage collection protocols while the rest of your body is using the latest iOS, with neuronal mitophagy giving the Monday morning DMV line a run for their money. Thus, it's probably a good idea to deploy dysfunction preventing and mitophagy stimulating strategies via lifestyle. Because when it comes down to brain longevity, neuronal preservation is the name of the game. At least for now. And remember, somebody's got to wear that family senile crown, and the way to make it not you is by owning that health today.